The social dilemma on Netflix might leave you wanting to delete Facebook from your phone and abort plans to ever have any offspring. In this movie, there's a bunch of former tech employees and Harvard and Stanford professors who keep warning us of the demise of society as we know it, and they blame Google and Facebook as the reasons. But the problem with this film is this.
The film argues that we're all in our own filter bubble where we're only fed one-sided information, which only validates our existing beliefs. Yet, the entirety of the film was spent feeding us just one-sided information.
And by the way, this whole concept is known as the filter bubble. It dates back to a book I read a decade ago in 2011 called The Filter Bubble, which basically states we're all in our own bubble and we don't even know to what extent. This film did the exact thing it criticizes, which is that society is being fed its own version of one-sided reality.
Yet any true journalist knows that the key to a good story is a fair and objective perspective, one that looks at both sides.
And I'm not the only one to take issues with this film. Take a look at Casey Newton's Verge article in which he states, "It is more than a little ironic that a film that warns incessantly about platforms using misinformation to stoke fear and outrage seems to exist only to stoke fear and outrage, while promoting a distorted view of how those platforms work along the way." But hold on, maybe there is no other side, and the world is just doomed. Except that if you really think about it, there are actually many cases for the other side. Like, what would happen if the filter bubble doesn't result in doom? Surely there are other potential outcomes.
One argument for the positive is this. We don't have to hear incessant negative news from a single news source, like TV or newspaper, like we would have a few decades ago.
Technology has done more good for the world than bad. Yes, the filter bubble is problematic. We should seek out information that goes against our beliefs too, and educate ourselves of other perspectives. But creating fear in the form of a documentary is far from the answer.
Remember, history shows us that people tend to fear and resist new technologies.
A century ago, many people resisted switching from using horses to using cars to get around, but eventually they embraced it and moved society forward.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong. Is the future of social media just doom and gloom? Also, if you learned something new, subscribe below. I'm doing a lot more videos on tech, money, and cultures. Just add me at Uptin.